Life can become so important. All those things in your life right now that are so important, isn't it? Those important things that occupy your every thought, every feeling. Who has those things right now? Who has that? Got to solve this problem. This problem's a huge problem. Got to solve this problem, right? So it occupies us. We are occupied. We are possessed by this problem. This problem owns us. We its bitch, right? It owns us. Only once it lets us go are we free again. Right? Only once it lets us go can I go, thank God that's over. Now I can relax. Oh, hope that never happens again. Isn't it? You getting this? Or I can learn to just accept things at will. I can learn how to accept things, how to accept things. How to accept things. What does acceptance take? What does it take? What's the price?
Yourself.
Of acceptance?
I.
What's the price? I'm not even aiming there yet. That is like, I'm just aiming here. What does it take? Surrender. Surrender of what? Okay, I'm not even aiming there yet. Give me something low. Just plain, mundane.
Time.
Surrender of what?
Time.
That thing you're clinging to. That thing, that outcome that you're clinging to. Right? Can't lose that money. Can't lose that money. What do I have to surrender to accept? That money. I have to say, okay, you take it. Not to the person, to life. Don't say that to the person, you'll take it. To life. Okay? To life. You say to life, you want it to take it. You can have it, thank you very much. All yours anyway, because never mind. You're gonna take it in the end anyway. You're just taking it early. You're a bit early, I'm not dead yet, but there you go, you take it. You see that? To accept, I have to surrender. I have to sacrifice at the altar of life. That thing I'm clinging to. I have to say, okay, take it.
So I want to share this because most of
Okay,
you guys were here last week when I was moaning about getting caught up in the job, etc. And I did the whole Mara Carlos thing and I went, yeah, I'm equal, I know I've accepted this. And then the next morning I texted Karen and I said, Divine's awesome, I've got a job interview.
And then you started again. See?
No, yeah, well, true.
New cycle, do you see?
Yeah, I get it. But
Yeah, you get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got it. You've got it, right?
Yeah.
As long as you got it. You see how quickly we attach to the new thing?
yeah,
Boom. Right? See that? We run from attachment to attachment. Oh my God. Maybe I can grab this one while I've still half got this one. Maybe I can, oh, there we go. Thank God I wasn't alone for a minute. I still have this one. I still have this one. Now let me look for the next one. Where's the next one? We want to attach ourselves to things because we don't know who we are. We think what we have defines us. See that? We think what we have defines us. What do I have? Might be my job. Might be my money. Might be my talent. It might be. See that? I'm attached to it. Makes me feel special. Can you remember when you were young? Think back to when you were 10 years old. Can you remember? How did you make your decisions when you were 10 years old?
That day.
Based on what?
I'm just
Based on what?
just living in the moment.
It's based on what? Feeling. You just ruled your life. Your feeling ruled your life. You had no thoughts about it. You didn't go, yeah, but if I do this, then that, and then perhaps that, you know, so I should maybe do this, you know, no. You just did what made you happy, what felt right? What felt good to you, that you did. So why did you do it? I don't know, it felt like. You know? We followed our feelings everywhere, didn't we? Our feelings we were like blind people walking around in the night, feeling our way through life. Getting them. And then life clubbed us a few times, called experience.
Yeah.
And then we went, you see, you mustn't walk there, you get clubbed. So now I've got experience. Now I'm thinking. See, so as my experience started building, I started dropping this feeling thing. I started saying, you see, you follow your feelings, that can be very painful. I'm rather going to listen to this mind. This mind is reminding me that last time I did that, it was very painful. I'm not going to do it again. Right? Then thinking started taking over. Right? As you got to 13, 14, 15, thinking started taking over from feeling. Right? Thinking started ruling my thing. People kept telling me how I should be. Right? You should be this way. You should be that way. You should be handling this situation like this. I was listening to them. And now all of a sudden I wasn't feeling anymore. Feeling started taking a back seat. I started following this thinking thing. I started thinking about things, how I should. And then I looked at my parents' knowledge and I went, sure, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Eh? Things have changed since your day. That teenage, those rebel years, when the teenagers start saying to their parents, you know nothing, man. There's whole new knowledge now about things that you don't even know about. This is a cell phone. Right? This is how you work email. Right? How many children are teaching their parents how to use the computer? Right? And you struggle, and they just seem to have this ability to just know how. Right? How did that happen? How is this happening? Because they're going through that phase of acquiring that knowledge. They're still open. Their body of knowledge is not formed. This body of knowledge is forming. Right? But I still don't know who I am. I'm still behaving the way you want me to, or you want me to. My mother, maybe my friends. I've got to be cool. I've got to walk a certain way. I've got to be a certain way. But I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. I seem to be defined by other people's opinions. And then we go into work and we become quite clever. You become quite good. You become quite good at being false. At work, you're this professional person. I'm always on time. I really care about this job in this company. Yes, I do. No, you don't. It's okay. You can say that. It's right. You really care about this business. Really, all you care about is that salary. But it's okay. I pretend. I start pretending. I start wearing masks. One mask for my friends in the bar, another mask at work, another mask Sunday morning in the church. Mask on. No, I didn't cheat on the taxes. Right. So you see, these masks, and everything becomes more and more confusing. Who am I? I don't know, Somebody tells me you're a bad guy, I go, maybe I am. You're Mars, man. I'm not a bad guy, but you're not sure. You're responding because you don't really know who you are. You're worried about what people are thinking about you. Because what they're thinking is your definition, might define you. I've got to be that way. And then one day you come to this seminar called the Perennial Truth. And then you go, oh, you can find out who you are. Okay, all right. This is interesting. So this thing I've become, which is all this stuff, all these masks, I can learn what this thing is. Okay. Oh, and listen, this thing can change. It's dynamic. I can change these masks. These masks can be altered if I want. But guess what? I'm not any of these masks. These masks are just pretending for the world. It's not the real me. Where's the real me? Oh, in the present moment. Okay, let me find out how to come into the present moment, and I can find out who I am. Getting this? And the more you start learning who you are, the more relaxed you become, the more at ease you become, the more at home you are everywhere. No, nobody can intimidate you. They don't have anything that you need. Because your things you need are on the inside, not on the outside. What you're searching for in the world is that stuff that you think you don't have on the inside. Getting this? Because you don't think you have it on the inside within you, you want to add it. I don't have prosperity. Okay, I'll go get it. Oh, I don't have beauty. I'm not a beautiful person. I'll get a beautiful partner. There is my partner. Hey, everyone. There she is. There he is. Right? And show you to the world. Why? Because now I have beauty. You see this? We show off our partner to the world, to our friends. Well, I get this new job. I'm a managing executive. Oh, now I'm special. Everybody better know. Quickly update. What's it? LinkedIn. Put some photos on Facebook so everybody can see. Yeah, you see, we were wrong about her. There she is, a chief. Somebody has approved of her. She must be special. So all of this starts disappearing. Now all of a sudden, I know who I am. I am my awareness. I am in the present moment. I am intelligence. I am love. It is me. So all of a sudden, all those definitions that I thought were so important. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm Caucasian, I'm Indian, I'm an accountant, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm a parent, I'm a son, I'm a child, I'm a South African, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Hindu. All of a sudden, yeah, it's not so important anymore now. Those stuff are just masks, man. So now I start learning who I am. And then slowly that confidence starts establishing itself. That I can know the right thing to do by being in the present moment. You know this. And all of a sudden you start finding that you have intuitions about things all day long. All day long, messages are just reaching you. You're moving through life and you know things way before they're happening. How's this possible? Because you're connected in the present moment. So when the thing comes, you're not even disturbed by it. You go, yeah, I knew that was coming. Okay. That's right. Getting this. There's not this running after one fire and another fire and snacking it out. So how do I gain peace of mind? How do I gain it this moment, right now, today, here, in this room? How do I gain peace of mind? Let go of those things that are causing you to not accept. Go sit tonight. Go, okay. Some of us have bigger problems than others. Okay, that's 780,000 that can go. Right? That can go. It's all right. It can go. God, you can have it. There you go. There's your 780,000. Right? I'm not making this up. Okay. That can go. You can have it back. It was yours anyway. Have fun. And I sleep like a baby tonight. Why? I've surrendered. Because the moment I surrender it, the outcome, the thing I'm clinging to, I can accept it. And then a fascinating thing starts happening. Right? You start becoming aware of the cause. Something in you in that present moment starts speaking and starts showing you why things are happening and why that's exactly the way they should be. And that is just the craziest thing. And you start going, yeah, I'm seeing this. I can see this thing now. I can see it before. This hurdle that's been placed before me. Okay, I've caused this. I can see how. I can see why. And you know what? I can even see how to walk around without becoming all emotional and without becoming all caught up in stuff, right? I can go, okay, all right. And then life shows you a surprising thing. How much you've gotten away with. You know, when my soul speaks to me, it says to me, you might lose that 780 there. But how about this scenario here that you escaped? And you go, I'll take the 780. Thank you very much. 780 can go. Right? All of a sudden, 780, not that important. Right? In fact, I'm grateful. That's all you're taking? Have it. All of a sudden, I'm at peace. And from that peace, a new beginning is born. A new beginning starts. Getting it? Something new comes. Something I didn't even know about. Something this calculating mind of mine could not possibly have anticipated. Something new. With me? Okay. This journey is an adventure. It can be thrilling, but you've got to have courage. You've got to have courage to apply the knowledge to your life. And then all of a sudden, everything that you thought was so mysterious, so unknown, becomes known to you. Now you know. And people can say, oh my God, you just lost 780,000 Rand. How can you be grateful? You know, it's like that one day I got home after school with a burst lip and a loose tooth. I fought the school bully. And my dad said, what the hell did you do, Dad? Look at what you look like. I said to him, I see the other guy. And it's like that. What you find out is that life's been giving you a break. You've just conveniently forgotten about it. About the stuff you've caused. And then you start experiencing grace. Then you start becoming aware how much grace has always been in your life. How life has been looking out for you, man, all along. But it takes a sincerity, it takes an honesty within. To start realizing, wow, all those negative thoughts add up, man. What did I think? I could just live that way and it would be okay? Wow, I was doing this. And when you start realizing this, you become the architect of your destiny. You become the maker of your world. I can promise you that if you have a gram of faith in you, then whatever's happening to you right now isn't 10% of what could have been true. If life was really an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, trust me. But we can't see it because we want more and we want more. It's about having. It's about having in the world. Because the more I have, the more I am. So we have to learn, who am I truly? And then the having dissipates. And then you can start seeing who I am and how much grace there has always been in my life. And from that gratitude is born a new beginning, a new cycle, a new you. See that? It's like a rebirth happens. You're reborn to a new destiny. But it takes courage. It takes a bit of work. You've got to read some books. You've got to practice some stuff. And all of a sudden, why do we practice stuff? Let me ask you something. If you practice to be honest, are you honest? No. Because if you were honest, naturally, you wouldn't have to practice it. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You seeing this? If you have to practice being sincere, are you sincere? No. No. So in spiritual science, we receive things to practice. Why? Because we're not there yet. But we start playing with it. Because when you start playing with certain principles, it starts allowing you to see that part of you that you've been ignoring, that you don't want to see. We call it self-observation, the fourth level. So I say from now on, I'm not going to cheat on my taxes anymore. All above board from now on. Good on you. Right? And you're honest even when he can't catch you. I'm not saying that you sit there and you go, yeah, you'll never know about this one. This one can slip through. This one's okay. No. You be honest. And you can watch these masks as they arise and you say, no. It's 3,000 Rand, take it. And all of a sudden, these techniques, these principles, these practices are learning you to discover who you are not. This thing that you are not and who you truly are. The journey begins. See that? So in all the religions and all the practices and all the past, they've built in these principles. 10 commandments. In yoga, the yamas and the niyamas. Why are they there? They are there so that when you apply them to your life, you can see who you truly are. They're not there to make you a goody two-shoes. That's not why they're there. Well, maybe that's why the yoga master wants it there, because his stuff keeps disappearing. But the true reason for it is so that against that practice you can start seeing the nature of these masks you carry. Because those masks, those personas of you, are causing all the troubles in your life that's been brought about by the things these masks do. We just conveniently forget about it. That guy I cut off yesterday in the traffic, man, 5 minutes later I'd forgotten about it. And tomorrow somebody cuts me off and I go, you bastard. You don't deserve this. What kind of people are these, man? See that? Very conveniently we forget. We move on. We don't remember why life. Everything is a continuity. Everything's one. That oneness. This whole thing is one large organism. Nothing is separate. Objectivity is an illusion. If you see anything in the world as a separate thing, it's an illusion. It's not. It's part of a whole. But you can't perceive it unless you're in the present. Unless you start coming into the present moment, you can't perceive the oneness of all, where everything fits. It's not possible for you because you're distracted by this thing or that thing. That sound or that sound. All is not equal. So the perennial truth, I mean, we know what it looks like. Right? Have you all got the book? Have you all read the book? Have you read the book? Have you seen the book? You've got beautiful slides like this. Isn't that a nice slide? Beautiful slide. Shows the succession of the ages. Tower of Babel. During the Silver Age. Wasn't that a wonderful time just before that? When we could all communicate telepathically. When we didn't need language. I could just put an image into your mind. A picture speaks 1,000 words. Right? Wonderful. And then we lost it. Over here we lost it, and then we ended up with hieroglyphics and with art on the walls of the caves and all kinds of stuff, right? Why? We were trying to depict those images, trying to show another person images. There was no language. And then we started giving names to things. And then language developed. And then we learned how to write it, alphabet. Right? And here we are now, 2012, the end of this great year cycle, all the way around to the end of Pisces. It ended. the end of the Dark Ages, and we moved into the first Bronze Age again. Yeah.
But I'm not finding it, because you think back to the time of Moses, the warrior age, it was let my people go. If you think about the martyr age, it was, Father forgive them, they know not what they do, kind of. What would be something that, because I still feel sometimes that we are still a little bit in the martyr age. Right in the vintage age.
Yeah, there's still.
What would that?
It's a transition. It's a transition period. So what the guys say?
What would epitomize the teacher, the age of the teacher?
Oh, know thyself. Okay. So there's a transition phase there. It's like when you're born on the cusp. Who's born on the cusp of a star sign? Whose birthday is around the 19th or the 20th? 21st, right?
My daughter.
Yeah. So when you're born on a cusp, you're like half-half.
Yes.
You're like half-half. You're like half Pisces, half Aries. Like in between. You're a bit like the one, bit like the other.
She's half Capricorn, half Aquarius.
So that's where we are now. So we're busy transitioning. There's still guys, if you interview them, you watch these programs in Iraq, whether they're interviewing the soldier or the terrorist, they both have the same objective. They want to be martyred, because that is bigger than this life. People still want to be martyrs. But at the same time, there's people like you sitting here tonight that are saying, I'm ready for understanding. Show me some of this stuff. I think I'm ready to hear what I am and what I'm not. Maybe God is not some guy in the sky that I'm going to go to if I'm martyred. Maybe there's more to this thing than this very singular belief that the ego can go to heaven. Right? Because that's what we like, that's what many religions will have us believe. This ego, this mortal being that's born and dies, will go to heaven. No, it won't. No, it won't. It can't. It's not possible for it. It's bound by its level of existence. Body is bound to earth. It's not going anywhere else. It belongs to earth. It comes from earth, it returns to earth. It doesn't go anywhere else. That's where it belongs. It's never yours to keep. You can't take it with you when you go. So in the same fashion, there's our 12 archetypes. Isn't that nice? We all have 12. 12 masks that we wear. Some are stronger, some are weaker. Each one of these have their own designs. How's that? How crazy is that? Right now, each one of you have got 12 primary desires. Not one, not two, 12. How's that? How conflicting is that, man? One part of you wants one thing, another part of you wants another thing, another part of you wants another thing. Getting this? I want to buy a new car, but part of me doesn't want to spend the money. Getting it? Yeah. Part of me is saying, does it have to be that model? Another one's saying, it's got to have an aircon. So everyone has a say. 12 different personas, each with its own core desire and its own core attachment and its own core aversions. You see that? How much time in your day do you spend avoiding things? Just think about it. Unpleasant experiences. How much time of your day do you spend avoiding unpleasant things for you? But you see that? Unpleasant things. We don't like unpleasant things. Who's it unpleasant to? Who thinks it's unpleasant? Those 12. Each one's got his own unpleasant thing that they don't want to experience. Getting that? Like caregiver, let's take an example. Where's caregiver? Caregiver. Caregiver, what do you think is caregiver's most unpleasant thing? Take a guess. Come, take worse than that. Worse than colleague. What? Much worse. What is caregiver, what is mother's most unpleasant thing?
Not having a child.
Nothing. Food.
Or not loving her. Caring for
Not
someone.
being
It's good, it's warm, it's warm. Being alone. Mommy does not want to be alone.
That's it.
Hearing this? You see? Where's Jester? What's Jester's most unpleasant thing?
Being alone.
Being serious.
Planning.
Being serious.
What is Jester?
Planning.
What does Jester hate the most?
Routine.
Planning.
Rules. Rules.
Yeah.
Jester just wants to have fun, man. You know, and you've got all these rules, right? You make me behave this way and that way. I want to just have fun, right? I want to enjoy, but you can't. Society says, no, you have to behave this way, you have to behave that way. You can't drink 10 beers, then go drive your car. We'll lock you up. Right? You can't do that. Jester hates rules. Are you getting this? So each one of these 12 have something they hate.
Lover? I don't know.
What does it detest the most? Indifference. Indifference. Indifference breaks love. Can't stand not life having some meaning, some purpose, some just doesn't matter. Indifferent. See that? It'll take hate over indifference any day.
Yep.
Give love a hate, it's got something. But give it indifference and it's destroyed. See that? Each one's got its kryptonite. Right, so on the workshop that we're doing at the end of the month, we're going to sit and we take all 12 and we plot it out for you, your chart. Each of the 12. But we do it in a clever way, a way you won't expect. A fun way. Right? Because if you don't do it in a clever and a fun way, then it doesn't all come out. See that? So we plot out so that you can see, bring to your conscious mind what's been driving all your actions, all your thoughts, all your emotions in your life. And why it is that your life is not different to what it is. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be working with. It's to help you on your journey, to discover your life's purpose. Not your ultimate purpose. We're not even aiming there. Your life's purpose. Just your life's purpose.